The creepiest thing I've ever seen in Japan happened one night in Tokyo in 2001. I was living in a tiny village in the mountains at the time, and my girlfriend and I decided to take a break from our busy lives and go on a romantic getaway to the big city. We took the Shinkansen, or bullet train, and got to Tokyo around midnight. We had dinner near Shibuya Station, then decided to take a bus to Shinjuku, because we heard that there was a really good view of the city from the observation deck of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. The bus was nearly empty, which was fine with us, since it meant that we would have more room to cuddle. The driver suddenly slammed on the brakes and turned to us and said, "Are you guys getting off at the next stop?" We were both very confused because we had clearly communicated to the driver that we wanted to go to Shinjuku. He insisted that we get off at the next stop, but we still weren't budging. He then dropped us off at a dingy, nearly deserted bus stop. My girlfriend and I looked at each other and burst out laughing. We thought that it was the funniest thing ever. But then we stopped laughing when we realized that there was no one in sight and we didn't know where we were. We started to walk down a dark street and my girlfriend noticed something strange. All of the buildings were completely covered in what looked like tarps. As we walked further down the street, we realized that the tarps were actually body bags. There were rows and rows of them. My girlfriend and I started to freak out a little bit. Then we heard a noise that sounded like someone gargling, followed by a loud burp. It was coming from inside one of the buildings. My girlfriend and I didn't stick around to find out what the noise was. We turned and ran in the opposite direction as fast as we could. We didn't stop running until we got back to Shibuya. When we got back to Shibuya, we were both trembling and couldn't speak. My girlfriend's phone rang and she answered it. Her friend had been calling her for the past hour to see why she was taking so long to get home. We explained what had happened, and her friend told us that we had taken the killer bus. Apparently, there was a local legend about a bus that drove around Tokyo in the middle of the night, picking up victims and then dumping them off in random places. Some people even claimed that the bus had no driver and was somehow being driven by ghosts. My girlfriend and I never took the subway or the bus after that. And to this day, we have no idea how we managed to escape that building in one piece.